little backstory on this. My name is Suhana Kumar. I'm a rising sophomore at Stuyvesant High School, and I've worked closely with her Move Next. I'm a player and a coach and a writer, and I was inspired by Vogue's 73 questions to make a spin on it and do 64 questions with successful and famous chess players because, like, 64 squares on the board is
Awesome.
an interesting twist. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I guess we could start off by you introducing yourself and then we can get started.
Sure. I'm Jennifer Shahade. I'm a two-time U.S. Women's Chess Champion. I'm the author of Chess Queens, and I also run the women's program at USS.
Yes. Okay, so we have 64 questions. Some of them are chess related, but not all. So it's just a fun little way to get to know you a little bit better. Okay, so question number one is describe yourself in a hashtag.
Oh, wow.
Or one word.
Energized.
Love it. What is one thing people don't know about you?
What is something that some people don't know about me? I feel like I feel like I'm a pretty open book in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Because I read in like a memoir and stuff, but I'm sure there's stuff there that people don't know about me. I was pretty slow at picking up chess.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So do you still actively play chess tournaments or do you plan on slowing down?
I play a lot of poker these days.
Got it. What's your wake up routine?
Oh, wow. I love coffee. And I also have an amazing 5-year-old son and 2-year-old cat and husband. So the morning's like one of my favorite parts of the day, the coffee and a little bit of like a
Yeah,
dance party.
that sounds fun. Great way to get up. So what's your favorite day of the week?
Oh, that's a great question. I love that. Tough one though. I'm gonna say Friday.
Yeah.
Shabbat, because it's like I actually like work, but then I like that it's also like a more relaxed day and that people are starting to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I totally get that. What is the best country you've visited?
My favorite country that I visited is, I'm gonna say Spain, because I love Barcelona and Madrid, and I'm actually going back there next week.
Oh wow,
So yeah,
sounds really fun. What's your favorite chess piece?
the Queen, because of the history of the chess queen, how she used to be the weakest piece and then she became the strongest piece. And to me, that's like the perfect metaphor for women empowerment,
Yeah,
that if you give women more power, the space will become better. And we often don't get credit, but still, we need a lot of more power and representation in a lot of different spaces. And the queen is
definitely,
the great proof of that.
definitely. What's the best surprise you've had?
Oh, well, the surprise of having my I didn't realize that I would like having being pregnant and having a child so much. So that was like the greatest surprise.
Um, Now this is a little bit controversial, but is a hot dog a sandwich?
Mm, yes.
Yes. Okay. Who is your celebrity icon? If
The
you have,
celebrity that I like the most.
yeah.
Huh. Let's see. Oh, Madonna.
Oh, of course, Madonna. She's great. If you were stranded on an island for 30 days, what three items would you bring?
Okay. And nothing to like build a boat.
Yeah. I mean, okay, let's say that you can't leave. You're stuck there for 30 days. What would you bring? Three items.
Let's see. I would bring a gallon of water and a laptop and, oh gosh, what about my family? Can I bring my family? Does that count as
Good
an
point.
item? I guess they're not really items. I
Yeah.
guess they're not really items. So I'd bring my computer and a gallon of water and some fishing equipment.
Okay, that's smart. What is one opening you love to play against?
I love playing against a Sicilian.
Oh, yes. What's your favorite seasoning?
Um, mustard, mustard sauce.
I get that. Which three people, dead or alive, would you want to have dinner with?
Mm, definitely dead people, because then I could solve time travel. Well, definitely my mom, because she died like about 8, 9 years ago, and yeah, the older you get, the more you realize how family is important. So
True.
certainly my mother, and then also I'd love to bring back one of the characters from my book Chess Queens, like maybe Vera Menchik, because she died so young. And
Yeah.
there's so little that's known about her because also when she died, all of her papers were destroyed as well. Yeah, and then probably somebody really old to tell us like the story, um, and tell us more about the story of the world.
What's your biggest fear?
Uh, my biggest irrational fear is of falling backwards.
Get that. Your least favorite opening to play against?
The London or the French?
What's your current favorite movie? Do you have one? Or show?
I love show. Well, I love The Wire and I love the movie Magnolia. So those are two that come to mind.
What's a secret talent you're proud of?
Well, it's not that secret, but some people don't realize that I'm very good at hula hooping. I once did a project where I did chess and hula hooping at the same time.
Oh
So
wow,
I've got some tricks up my sleeve.
that's crazy multitasking.
Exactly. That was kind of the point. It was like an art project where the idea was to show that you could use your brain with chess and then like your body with hula hooping, and that they actually kind of mirrored each other because it
Wow.
was like this constant movement.
So what's the most unexpected tournament you've played in?
The most unexpected tournament. Oh, well, when I was like around 18 or 19 in New York City, I played in a tournament that was in this like kind of like Burning Man pod where a bunch of people were like living and partying for like an entire
Wow.
week in the Lower East Side. And the tournament was held at like midnight.
Wow,
So
that's
it was a very strange event. And it was like in the middle of a party. So there was like music and acrobats and like
there's some chess
all
playing
sorts
on
of
the side.
festivities. Yes.
So what are three words you would use to describe yourself?
Mm, relentless, creative, and sensitive.
Um, Hoodies or sweaters?
Hoodies. Well, I play poker, so it's got to be a hoodie.
Yeah, true.
Although I think I like jean jackets. That's my favorite.
Yeah, they're very stylish.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those things that was in style for like a couple of years ago, and it hasn't left because people just realize that they're great.
Yeah. Um, when did you learn how to play chess and how?
Around 5 from my dad, but there's even photos of me like, playing when I was like 2.
Oh
But I'm
wow.
not confident that I actually knew the rules at that time.
Yeah. What's a superpower you would want?
Oh, to get rid of all the guns.
Yes. What's motivating you in life right now?
My family and my passion to make the world more happy and diverse. Like not to make like different worlds like chess and poker more happy and more diverse.
Best piece of advice you've received?
Best piece of advice I've received. Oh, that's a good question. In chess, maybe, or just in general?
In general.
Hmm. Such a great question. Let me think. There's so many different directions I could go with this. It's good to. I think that I've gotten some good advice about how it's like really good to be well-rounded, but that when you're doing one thing, just do that and be super passionate about it. So it's great to like have a lust for travel or a lust for like enjoying yourself and even like going out and going to discos at tournaments, but try to like make it separate. So, just kind of balance isn't about doing a lot of different things in one day. It's about doing a lot of different things in your own life,
Yeah.
right? So you can have like a week that is completely imbalanced where you're just studying all the time, and then, the next week you're doing fun stuff. I think like I got really good advice from that from like my first trainer, Victor Frias. He was like, you can have fun and you can play good chess, but don't try to do them at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the best advice you'd give to your younger self?
To be, I mean, I've always been pretty confident, but I'd say to be even more confident for sure. Yeah, you got to be so confident in life. I mean,
Yeah.
it's one thing in your recovery periods where you're trying to like learn, you can like be more questioning, but in general, it's just such an advantage in life,
Yeah.
whether it's like business meetings or chess or poker or proposing ideas. It's so good to come in with like an 8 on a level of 1 to 10 of confidence.
Yeah. Um, well, you kind of already answered this, but what's a show that everyone should watch?
Oh, definitely. Well, I love The Wire, and I also love The Good Wife. But I'm trying to think about like a show that everybody should watch because I want them to play chess. So that would have to be The Queen's Gambit, of course, of course.
Oh, great. That's a really good show. Um, what would you like to be remembered for?
Mm. For my writing and for making people think harder and more clearly about things that nag them. So I certainly want to be known for my books and for making the chess world more fair and more inclusive.
Yeah. What's your favorite chess book?
Let's see. That's a good one. There's a lot of great chess books out there. I loved the Judith Polgar series about like how I became a grandmaster, how I beat Bobby Fischer's record, and how I became a grandmaster and chess queen.
Mm-hmm. That's a
The
good one.
Game of Queens was the last one.
All right. What's your best or favorite way to like take a breather and relax?
Oh, going to the gym.
Oh, yes. If your life was a song, what would the title be?
Definitely something with queens in them. Chess queens and pocket queens.
Yeah, that's a creative one. If you could master one instrument, which one would it be?
Um, hmm. I love music and I don't play any instruments, so let me think about that. Um, I think I would go with the violin.
If you had to dye your hair one color, what would it be? Which color would it be?
Well, besides red, I would do purple. I love purple, and my son loves purple.
Um, Dogs or cats?
Cats. I have a beautiful cat, little lady. She's not here right now, but I love her so much.
Favorite game you've played?
I love the game that I played in the hmm, one of the games I played in the U.S. Championship. Maybe the one against Yatsky in the first U.S. Chess Championship that I won.
Wow. What's your star sign?
Oh, I'm a Capricorn, December 31st.
December 31st. Wow. Craziest gift you've ever received?
Craziest gift I ever received. Ooh, let me think about that. Yeah, I guess let me think. I guess if out of context, getting a set of knives is definitely a crazy gift.
Yeah. Okay, so on the flip side, what's the best gift you've ever given?
What's the best gift I've ever given? Definitely a trip. Like, I my definitely getting what's the best trip I've ever gotten?
No, gift
What's the
you've
best gift I've ever gotten?
given.
Yeah, definitely like when I was a kid getting the ability like to go to that was always our present, like getting to go to a chess tournament. One time we got
Yeah.
to go to Hawaii for the
Oh
US
wow.
Open, and that was actually the first US Open that was ever won by a woman, by Yuta Polgar.
Oh wow. That's such
So that was good. That was a good one.
ever. Yeah. What's your favorite platform to play games or practice?
I like chess.com. Yeah.
It's a good one. What's your favorite card game?
Poker, of
Poker,
course.
of course, yeah. What's your favorite color?
A red.
Least favorite color?
Um, Olive green.
Yeah, that's a good least favorite
Uh,
color. Coke or Sprite?
Honestly, neither. But
Yeah.
okay, once in a while, Diet Coke.
Sunsets or sunrise?
Sunsets. As a poker and chess player, a lot of times I'm not awake for the sunrise.
Yeah. Coffee or tea?
Coffee. Love coffee.
Bug house or four-way chess?
Bug House, I think. Wait, four-way chess is the one where like there's
Yeah,
four players. Yeah, I'd say Bug House.
yeah. Bug house is a lot of fun. What's the strangest word in the English language for you personally?
I know a lot of people don't like moist, but I have no issues at all with it. So that one is not a problem for me.
No,
Um,
tough one, I know. Um,
tr- hmm. I struggle with words that have like many, many different meanings, I suppose.
there.
Like past or something like that. Like it means so many different things.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I get that.
Like a past pawn or the past.
Yeah. Okay, so chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Vanilla.
Summer or winter?
Summer. When you have a kid, you know summer is just the best.
Yeah. What was your favorite book that you wrote?
Oh, well, I love Chess Queens. Yeah, because it's like an updated version of Chess Bitch and it has even better photographs and like
Yeah,
better facts and like more updates. So yeah, I'm really proud of it. I think it's amazing.
it's a great book. You are stuck on an island and you can pick one food to eat forever and you don't get bored of it. What food would it be?
Sushi,
Oh, sushi is great. What's a dessert you love?
cake.
Classic. What's a skill you're working on mastering?
Let's see, running.
What's uh, your favorite compliment you've ever received?
Oh, that's funny. I was at a chess tournament actually, I think. It was at least one of my favorites where somebody said that like talking to me for a couple hours gave them enough things to think about for a month.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Your favorite type of home decor, if you have one.
My favorite type of home decor, you mean like
Style.
modern or I would say modern though, sure.
Yeah. Um, how much time do you spend on chess, like per day?
Well, it depends a lot, but definitely with my work with U.S. chess women and my book Chess Queens, definitely a few hours a day.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Lipstick or lip gloss?
Both.
They just go so well together.
Yes, they do. I guess if I have to choose, I'd go with the gloss because it's like a nice habit. Just
To just, yeah. Sweet or spicy?
sweet.
What's a song you can listen to on repeat?
Oh, gosh, let me look at my Spotify. Anything by Bjork. I love Bjork. That's one of my favorite artists. I also really I do like Taylor Swift,
Of course. Yeah, that's
but yeah, let me look at something that I listen to quite a lot. And Bruno Mars. I could certainly listen to like one of Bruno Mars's songs over and over and probably not get tired of it for a little while.
yeah. If you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would it be and why?
Hmm. Oh, probably somebody who's like a really, really good athlete, like Bolt or something like that. Because it would just be so fun to be able to run so fast, or like Serena Williams. Just like
Yeah.
I think being able to have like the physicality of an
Uh-huh.
elite athlete for one day would be really fun, you know, and would probably like just like teach yourself about being like really exerted to the limit. But that would be for like the sensual pleasure of being a great athlete. I think for actually like learning stuff, you might want to be like, do I get to like actually know all the stuff that they know? Because then maybe I should be Magnus Carlsen and like grab all his novelties.
And just like take
I know
it.
that sounds unethical.
Oh, I get
Sounds
that.
unethical, right? Yeah.
Um, what are you most proud of in your life?
Well, besides my son, who's 5, I am very proud of the fact that a lot of the work that I've done in my life has been ahead of its time. So, whether it's poker or chess, a lot of the things I'm saying about how important it is to include more people and the ways to make it more popular have turned out to be true. And
Hmm.
so, like, even with my book Chess Bitch, the stuff I was writing about like not sexualizing women as much and being inclusive to trans people and all this stuff, like I rewrote it as Chess Queens, but honestly, when I read it, it was really remarkable that I had written this stuff so long ago because at the time people weren't really talking about things like that.
Yeah.
So it just shows that I was probably like a light for people who were wondering whether there was any movement in the game towards
Uh-huh.
those uh, those those values. And now, of course, I wouldn't say that it's like super popular in chess. We still have a lot of work to do. I mean, there's only like 12% women and girls, as you know, with Her Move Next. You guys are doing a great job with that, but in helping to attack that problem. But there's still a lot of work to be done. But
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
proud that I was able to be among the first ones to really like frame the problem correctly.
And like pave a path. Yeah, definitely. Who was your most toughest opponent and why?
Irina Crash was always a very hard opponent for me. I beat her a couple times,
Mhm.
but most of the tournaments I beat her in were not like the most important ones, like the U.S. Women's
Yeah.
Championship. I lost to her several times in the U.S. Women's. I did beat her in the U.S. Junior Championship, but overall I had a tough record against her, and I think that the reason was because her 1d4 opening repertoire was just a killer. I couldn't find anything, Like the only game I beat her when I was playing black was a
Yeah.
Grunfeld.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I tried to play the Grunfeld another time and she like squashed it because she played c4 and knight c3
Oh, okay.
and anti-Grunfeld. And yeah, so I really struggled. It's like everything I tried, like Nimzo Indian, Grunfeld, like
Yeah.
I just kept getting squashed. So whenever I was in a tournament with her, I was of course always hoping that I would get the white pieces. So I was like, please, white against Irina.
But at least you have like the experience in trying out all those different openings.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. What's your favorite joke to tell people?
I really like the comedian Mitch Hedberg, and he has a lot of jokes that you can like use in casual conversation. Like the other day at the poker table, we were going around and everybody was talking about like their life and their relationships,
Hmm.
and one guy started talking about his personal life and his romantic life, and I said, so it sounds like you don't have a girlfriend, but you do know a woman who'd be upset to hear you say that. And that is a classic Mitch Hedberg line. And he was like, "Yeah, that's exactly right."
Yeah, that's a good one.
So everybody was pretty pleased with that. And Mitch Hedberg has so many jokes like that are like one-liners. Another one I like to use a lot is when somebody asks, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" Celebrating the 5-year anniversary of you asking me that question.
That's yeah. That's definitely a funny one. Okay, so we've reached question 64, the
Oh
last
my
one.
God, that was fast.
You know. So if you could play anyone in a game of chess, who would it be?
They could be dead or alive.
Yeah.
Well, then once again, of course, I'm going to pick someone dead so I can bring them back to life.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea. Well, I would go with Jose Raul Capablanca
Hmm.
because he just seemed like such a glamorous man, like traveled the world, and I admire his chess style, and I think that it would be really interesting to get a chance to play somebody dead because then I could also not only talk about the secrets of positional chess, but I could also perhaps reveal some secrets of time travel additionally.
Of course, yeah. Okay, well, those were all 64 questions. It was great talking to you today and just learning more about some of these fun, simple questions. I hope you had a great time.
Yeah, I did. It was great. You did an awesome job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.